but this time I was there for like an hour. I was even surprised. The lady at the desk, I went to her and I said, "Oh, I've done my biometrics." She took my envelope, I wrote down my details and stuff like that. And then she said, "You can go." And I was like, "Do you mean I can go home?" Because I was actually surprised. Hey guys, it's Junior here. I'm not a vlogger. I am actually a guitarist. But I just want to touch on the issue that people are having currently with renewing a Nigerian passport, and I'm just going to share my recent experience with the Nigerian embassy. No one has paid me to do this video. Nigerian embassy hasn't told me to give them a 5-star review, which I would actually give right now. From my experience, it was a 5-star. No, there's no such as a 5-star experience. I will give it a 4.5. Yeah, it went smoothly. So like literally filled in my online application. I was able then to book the appointment. Yeah, and bottom line, I got to the embassy at 8 o'clock, even though they don't open until 9 o'clock. So I went there for 8 just to give myself a better chance of being at the front of the queue, because what happens is that people come very early and start queuing up. So 5 years ago, I got there at 7 actually. There were like 50 people ahead of me. Honestly. And so yeah, I got there were about maybe like 10 people ahead of me. So it wasn't that bad for 8 o'clock. So door opened, got in for 9 o'clock, went downstairs, showed them my application form. They gave me a number. They told me to fill in my NIN number, my passport number, and my address. And then they sent me upstairs to get my biometric done. So around this time, it was like 10 past 9. So sat upstairs, and I was waiting. So about half an hour later, they called me to get my biometrics done. Did my biometrics, went back to the waiting room, and I filled in my envelope and filled in my details. So I'm gonna be telling you some of the things you need to take with you when you're going to the embassy, so you don't get frustrated, because I've realized that a lot of people don't know a lot of things before they go to the embassy, or they might think they do and they don't end up checking on your website to see if you need to get something else. But then again, their website is not always straightforward. There's just a lot of things that needs to be taken out from the website, or just organized in a much better way, to just to make it more easier for people to find what they're looking for. So the bottom line is, as of I believe November last year, if you are applying to renew a Nigerian passport or applying for a new passport after November until today, you need to have an NIN number. So it's basically your national identification number. Even though you live in the UK, you need to have one because you're a Nigerian citizen. So I applied for the number, and the number came to me. It's £40, by the way. If you live in the UK, I paid £40 for it. So I received the acknowledgement that I've got my number after 3 days or 4 or 5 days. I think between 5 working days. But I had to wait another, I think, 3 days for the number to be activated. So that's another issue as well. So you might think you have your NIN number, and then you apply for your passport, and then you go for your appointment, and then they tell you the number is not working. Why? Because it hasn't been active. Oh my gosh, what's going on today? And then you find out your number has not been activated, because again, it takes a while for the guys in Abuja to process everything, and for me it took me like a week. So I just had to be patient and just wait. Thankfully, I didn't go before my appointment, so I make sure I gave myself, I think, 3 weeks. So I applied in January. I booked my appointment for the Nigerian embassy in February, just to make sure that, you know, I don't have any issues with my NIN number. So give yourself enough time. Make sure you apply for one as soon as possible. If you have a Nigerian passport, it's easy. Take your passport with you. It's £40. It's not that expensive. So you need your NIN number. And then after you filled in your application form on the, I believe it's the iOS service online, you need to, after you've filled in, you've paid online, and it will give you a form to print out. And on that form, it says that you should book an appointment. So there's like a link on the form, on the PDF form. So if you click that link, it will take you to a page where you can book your appointment. Make sure you book your appointment before you go to the embassy. If you don't, they won't let you in. And I hate seeing people saying that, oh, you say you guys open at 9 o'clock, let me in. No, you're actually causing more stress for them because they were not expecting you. Make sure you book your appointment before you get it so you don't avoid any disappointment. I know people have traveled from Scotland, from Ireland to come and apply their passport in London, and then they didn't book an appointment, and I felt so sorry for them because they've traveled so far. They've probably pay for flights, or maybe coach or train ticket, which yeah, that's just gone down the drain. So book your appointment or they won't let you in. Bring your payment acknowledgement slip. All these things, you probably seen them when you're paying for your visa on the IRS service. Even when after you've paid, there's like on your bottom right hand side, it shows you, I think, two to-do list. So it tells you what you need to bring to your appointment. So it says everything right there. Your payment confirmation slip. If you want, print out that page. And then you need to bring your application form. You need to make sure you have maybe a copy of your NIN, maybe like your PDF file that will send to you after you apply for it. Appointment slip, that's it. So after you book an appointment, it also gives you a PDF file that you need to also take with you to the embassy. So the appointment slip, which is the first thing we ask for to see if you're meant to be there on that day. And then like I said, your application form, because without your application form they're not going to process anything. And the last thing is your postal order. So when I went in February, they've scrapped the fast track service, which I'm quite thankful for, because in a sense it just meant that everyone on the same level essentially. So there was no fast track anymore. So what happened is that I actually bought a fast track, like, so I paid £100 for my fast track postal order, and then another £20 separately for the admin fee. So you have £20 postal order for the admin fee, and then £100 postal order for fast track. But they told me they don't do fast track anymore, so I was happy. So £100 back into my pocket. So yeah, only get £20. And another thing you need to get, which is also really important, is your envelope. So before you go to the embassy, buy a if you want, you can buy first class or second class tracking envelope. So make sure you're able to track it in case to see when they've posted it. So what happens is that when you go to the embassy, they ask you for that, and you give them your envelope. And then what they do is that after your new passport has been processed, they send your passport back to you. So this will also save you money, so you don't have to like travel back to the Nigerian embassy, having to book day off work or spend time to buy tickets to travel there. All you need to do is just, I think it's cost about £12. Buy the prepaid envelope, it's £12. Give it to when you take it after you've done your biometric. There's a lady upstairs that take this information from you. Give them the envelope, give them you can write your name on it, like your home address and the sender's address, which would be the Nigeria High Commission. I'm going to put a picture of this stuff, of the address. So I was at the embassy for like honestly an hour. Like I was surprised because the first time I went, I was there for like I think 5 hours, but this time I was there for like an hour. I was even surprised. The lady at the desk, I went to her and I said, "Oh, I've done my biometrics." She took my envelope, I wrote down my details and stuff like that, and then she said, "You can go." And I was like, "Do you mean I can go home?" Because I was actually surprised. And she said, "Yeah, you can go home." And then I asked, "Oh, just out of curiosity, how long would it take to get my passport?" And then she said, "Within 4 to 5 working days." I was like, "Of course, yeah. Let me times that by 2." And to my surprise, my passport actually, I went on a Monday, my passport came on a Friday. Literally the same week I received my passport. So I was shocked. I was not expecting it at all. So yeah, the bottom line is, please do your research. I know the Nigerian embassy is not the best. The website is not the best thing to access, so I would highly suggest research as much as you can. What I've given to you now is the information that you need as of today. I don't know if they will change that again. And actually, one thing I also need to mention: don't pay for a 64-page passport because you're not going to get it. I don't think they have a 64-page. I have people who've applied for a 64-page and they don't get it, and their money is gone. Apply for your usual 34 or 32 pages, and you'll get your passport, and you're not going to be annoyed because you've paid extra money. Um, and I think I'm not too sure about the 10 years one as well. I know there were options to, I think, apply for the 10 years visa, but yeah, I don't really need a 10 years visa at the moment. I wouldn't apply for it here in the UK because it's just way much expensive, I think. If I'm able to apply for it in Nigeria, then I would do that, but I don't know what the experience would be like in Nigeria, so I'm not really going to comment on that. So yeah, let's recap the things you need to have. NIN number, make sure it's working. You need to verify it. One way to verify it is if you download the NIN app. You're able to put your number into the app. It will tell you whether the number is verified or not. Two, you need to have your postal order of £20 to the Nigerian High Commission, London. £20. You don't need your fast track, so you don't need to get £100 postal order, just £20. Three, you need to bring your application form, the one you've filled in online, you've printed them out. It doesn't have to be in color, they can be in black and white. Four, you need to have your payment slip. So after you've paid on the iOS service website, it will give you a confirmation of your payment. And then the fifth one is appointment slip. So after you've done your payment, on the payment slip there's a link you can click to book your appointment. Please book your appointment before you get to the embassy. So that's the 5 things you need to take with you to the Nigerian embassy, and obviously your passport if you're renewing. Yeah, and that's everything, guys. I really hope you found this video useful. I know I might have waffled on and on. I'm trying to keep the video really quick and sweet. But yeah, please let me know if you have any other question. If you need any additional help, just leave them in the comment section below, and I will reply as soon as I can. And take care, guys.